Kong, The Great War, issue number 1. That's right, folks. We are delving into King Kong stuff. Why not? Let's do it. What the hell, you know? I guess this isn't technically associated with, like, the branding that is the Godzilla and Toho stuff, because IDW publishes a lot of the Godzilla comics, which I do want to get into. I think there's like a point of penetration for a lot of that stuff that's kind of hard. I've seen a lot of omnibuses and stuff I thought about picking up, but I just love me a big monster. I like seeing big things. And I'm just like, well, I guess Dynamite published a King Kong book, and it could be kind of fun, so I wanted to check it out. I didn't really know what to expect. They have a lot of like those older properties that I do like Vampirella, Red Sonja, Barbarella, all that stuff. Sure, I'm sure Dynamite would make a fun King Kong book. If I'm not mistaken, King Kong doesn't like actively have a book on shelves all the time, right? He's like a name everybody knows, but he's not like a Power Rangers or an Alien and Predator thing where there's always a book with him in some capacity. So I guess this is like a big-ish deal. I'm not really sure on that. My King Kong knowledge does not extend to other media aside from movies that much, but I wanted to check it out. It's a fine book. I'm not going to say it's a brilliant masterpiece. I'm just going to say it does what it needs to. It has very compelling artwork. I do like the way it looks. I think the colors are very clean, and it sets itself apart in a way that I am comfortable with, and I like seeing what we're doing here. So it's the Great War. And that Great War, I guess, is World War I, because we are an uncharted Pacific island in 1917. The captain of this ship washes onto shore. He doesn't know where he is. There's wreckage of a boat behind him. He's like, I don't know this place. Something is wrong. All I remember is carnage. I do like the artwork a lot. I think there's something so distinctive about the character designs and the coloring where it's like sharp and jarring in a bunch of different ways than what you're expecting. It is very unique, and it makes me smile just seeing like, yeah, that's a cool design. Like, these characters are unique. They all have their motives. It looks fun. He steps into the water thinking he's going to be safe, and he sees a giant, like, not Hydra, what the hell would you call that thing? Just a giant monster show up ready to fight him. It's kind of cool, and suddenly some like artillery attacks the monster. He looks back to find that some of his people are still alive. They call him over. He is their captain. And it's like, okay, look at all of us. This is what's left of our crew. A ragtag group with a bunch of distinct-looking characters that you could fall in love with if this was a movie. That's awesome. Look, you know what I like the idea of? You know what sounds really cool? A King Kong story set in World War I. That sounds dope. A bunch of strange-looking men all showing up on an island to fight them. They're getting their bearings back. It's pretty exciting. And our captain's kind of having, like, a breakdown. He's like, I can't remember. I keep flashing back to moments like when they're on the ship, they think they're going to get out and they hit something and they crash, and he doesn't really know what's going on, but some of his men are alive, so it should be okay. They'll be able to save themselves for the most part. We do have like a page where we see like, hey, here's like our leading men who are alive, like Felice and Royland and Werner and Hugo and Mayer and Wolfgang. You know, your favorite characters that you're going to fall in love with through this book. You love it, right? I kid. It is interesting. It's easy writing and storytelling just to make all the characters distinct. Skinny guy with a beard, big bulky guy with a big tattoo. A nerdy looking dude. It's easy, but I'm here for it. That's what King Kong is. I know what I'm signing up for. So they want to figure out where they are. They're going to have to climb one of the big mountains, and they start climbing up, but not everybody is good at climbing, so there are some injuries along the way. I dig it. I'm here for that. They do make it to the top and find like a cave to rest in. They get in there, and it seems like it could be safe, but there's something outside that they don't know, and they send somebody to go search for it. He goes outside and he's instantly attacked by something. What was he attacked by? I guess we will never know. And you see the captain's like, this feels very familiar. Like it's happening again. Like when we felt the carnage when our ship crashed by that big Hydra thing. Something out there is watching us. I don't know what it is, but it feels like we're going to get attacked again. And guess what? The eyes of King Kong are looking down on our captain. And that's where the book ends. See? Nice and easy. And that works. It does have that kind of like old school 30s feel in the artwork, especially with the way King Kong is drawn. I like it. I think it's a fine little book. I had an okay time reading it. And I do like the characters. This is setting up to be something unique. Again, I'm not going into a King Kong story expecting the most wordy, ethereal story of my life. You get a couple of normal looking dudes with like distinctive personalities, chuck them on an island. The captain's having a breakdown. That is all I need from King Kong. Set in World War I? Sure. That's kind of fun. Less good weapons. I'm here for it. It's a fine book. A fine book. And if you want a King Kong read, you know, this is like the big King Kong push before the other movie comes out, so that's kind of exciting. I don't hate it. I don't hate this at all. I think it's kind of interesting. So, King Kong, The Great War, issue number 1. I am going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.